So hello everyone, welcome to my channel. Um, the reason I'm doing a video today is, okay, so I'm just trying to get things fixed up here. Okay, so what I want to do today is I've been kind of sharing my healing story with a lot of you guys through groups on various groups on Facebook, and a lot of people have shown an interest in what has worked for me. Having become my own doctor, I find it's important to sort of get this message out there. So today, this is what I've chosen to do with you guys. And since I've been getting a lot of requests online, it does get kind of long to go through and to get that healing. And I know how hard it can be. And I know how, we need to get this info out there really quick. So instead of taking the time to answer to everyone, I've decided to make this video and share once and for all what I've done. Maybe get you guys on the right track on your healing journeys as well. So that being said, I'm going to go over kind of my story. So I got food poisoning in 2017. And after that, my gut had never, it kind of never came back to its normal state. And it was downhill from there. So starting 2018, I just started getting really, really sick. Like, I mean, nothing was going right in my gut. At some point in 2019, I got very sick. I had all these symptoms all at once. So I was having the bloating, the gas, the discomfort in my belly, the heartburn, the nausea, my stools were not the same. I was so tired. I had absolutely no more energy. So I consulted. I decided to go see a doctor, and basically they passed plenty of tests. And what came back was, well, you have IBS and you're just going to have to learn to live with this. And by the way, stress doesn't help. So that just didn't sit right with me. I said, there's no way that I'm going to spend my life feeling like this. So the journey began, and I kind of became my own doctor. I was really tired all the time. So the only thing I really had left to do was to do these researches. Like, I could study 4 or 5 hours a day, just trying to get info, and there's so much info out there. Yeah, there's just a lot of info. It's a lot of stuff to process, especially when you don't have that background. So I went really deep down the rabbit hole regarding health. And what I've discovered is that basically the IBS is what they use, the term they use when they don't understand what's going on in your gut. The gut is really misunderstood. Yeah, they just don't really understand what's going on. But I assure you that it's not final, and you really don't have to live this way for the rest of your life. And I think it's important that when our bodies start talking to us, I think it's important that we listen. We are at a pivotal point right now on planet Earth where we are taking our health back, where a lot of us are just realizing that the medical system, modern medicine, has failed us, and we don't know where to look. So the ones that have done the healing, I think it's our job to come forward and to come and grab you guys by the hand and pull you up with us, because there are solutions to getting healthier. So one thing that's important that I share is that along my journey, I've learned that the best medicine that exists is your body. Your body is this amazing machine that keeps you alive, that keeps you functioning 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. I mean, and it knows how to heal. It has all the tools necessary to heal. You just have to give it a chance. You just have to give it a fighting chance. And so oftentimes when you go to the root of, when you go to the core of the problem in our system, so what I've come to discover is that illness will kind of show up in different ways in everyone's body, because we have different backgrounds. We come from different places on earth. Our mother has passed down different toxins to us. The one she passed down to me will not be the same that has been passed down to you. The foods I've eaten, the stuff I've ingested, the things I put in my body, and I was not a healthy person. I was on drugs. I drank. I smoked cigarettes. I didn't eat well. I got plenty of the pokes when I was a child. I was on antibiotics, and antibiotics could be a whole other conversation. If you need help about antibiotics, feel free to reach out. There are other solutions than antibiotics, and they will destroy basically everything in your body. Yes, they will kill whatever is taking over in your body, but it's going to kill all the good as well. But basically I was on, I just took so many bad stuff for my body. So it's no wonder that at some point my body kind of screamed out for help. And the thing you need to know is that when these things present themselves in the body and we end up being very sick, oftentimes we get a 10-year warning. This is what I learned in my research. You get a 10-year warning, but oftentimes we don't listen to what our body is saying. So we just brush it off, and these things pile up. These things come out differently for each person. And in my case, it was IBS, it was gut issues. I think that there is another component that comes into play. So healing myself has kind of led me to developing the healer side of myself. So I'm now an intuitive shamanic practitioner. And it's my understanding that there's also an energetic component to the ailments that come out in our bodies. So we do have subtle bodies, and the manifestation of illness is actually present in those layers really far. And it comes in slowly and slowly when it's not addressed, when this imbalance is not addressed, and then it actually gets to the physical body. And this is like kind of the last call, So there's that whole other component. But I do believe that one of the core problems in our bodies is our bodies are saturated with toxins. So the toxins are in the air we breathe, the toxins are in the water we drink, the toxins are in the textiles that we wear on our skin, are in the products that we use to clean, are in the beauty products that women use, are in basically everything. And at some point, when you add up all these heavy metals, all these mycotoxins, the glyphosate, even the plastic residue that builds up in your body, this is what prevents your body from healing itself. So what you want to try and do is get this stuff out of your body to give it a sure chance to heal itself. Because like I said before, it knows what to do. You just have to give it a chance and get the junk out. So I'm going to go over things that I've done that I believe have helped me. And I will end with my own game changer that really, I'm just getting the word out because for me, it was a huge, huge game changer. And I need to share this with as much people as possible. So regarding gut health, I found psyllium husk to be very, very practical. A really nice product if you want to. I'm not going to dive into each product except one of them that was my game changer to get it out. But all these other things, if you guys have any questions on them, I can definitely put up other videos to get the info out there. So I'm just going to go over quick, the things that I'm like, the products that I'm still on, I will share. So I'm currently taking still psyllium husk. I also take some ground flaxseed every day. I am taking grapefruit extract that is amazing. It's one of nature's antibiotics. So that is amazing. I also did a lot of subconscious programming. You can look that up on YouTube. There are amazing videos, different subconscious programmings for gut health, for IBS, for SIBO, for Crohn's disease, for whatever you're looking for. There is some out there. Check it out. Subliminal programming, subconscious programming, all of that. I did a lot of that. I've done a lot of energetic healing on myself. And I've got some done on me by other people. There are resources. I have people that I can definitely refer you to. It would be my pleasure to work with you guys. I've actually started my own thing as well. It kind of, like I told you earlier, the healing opened up this door for me, so I can definitely be of some help, energetically wise, if you guys need it. Fasting. So yeah, extended water fasting was one of my saviors. I'm not going to get into detail. It's something that is very powerful. It gives your body time to recuperate. It is just, yeah, there's so much to be said. But water fasting, I could dive into with you guys if it's something that interests you, but definitely look into it if it's something that you have time for, if it's something that calls to you. And I believe that everything that I'm telling you today, you need to feel called to. I think we have different ways of healing our bodies. It's important to really listen to that intuition inside of you. If I mention a word and that word really speaks to you, that's the one you go with, and you listen to yourself and you dive into whatever it is your intuition tells you. So water fasting. I'm currently also on so L-glutamine, which is really great for kind of restoring tissues. So it can be muscle tissue, but in my case, I was also looking on restoring my intestinal tissue. So what happens when you have stuff like IBS or digestive issues, it'll create a problem called leaky gut. Definitely look into it if you have not. So leaky gut is kind of like, so you're getting particles of undigested food. You can get parasites to travel from your intestines to other parts of your body. That's when your intestines are in really bad shape. So glutamine is excellent in helping you heal that. I'm currently on diatomaceous earth. Diatomaceous earth, I will probably leave a link in the description for that. Writing myself a note. Yeah, diatomaceous earth I found to be very helpful. Definitely check that out if you feel called to it. These things though, these detoxing things can be pretty rough on the body. So I started in August 2021 with diatomaceous earth and other things, and I found it to be very, very rough. I actually brought down my dosage of diatomaceous earth, and I'm up to 1 big teaspoon a day, maybe half of one at nighttime around the full moon, especially when parasites reproduce. But I found it to be really rough, really a rough detox. And there are other ways. It is my understanding that you do not need to suffer. I was told by a good friend with a lot of knowledge that if you do feel called to do intense detox, I mean, by no means, you know, I mean, go for it. Like that, you got to do what you feel called to. But personally, I'm a very, very sensitive person. My gut was so screwed up, and I don't feel like it's necessary to suffer. Plus, you're putting stress on your body. Doing these intense detoxes are very hard on the liver. The liver is processing all this stuff that you're getting out. It's a lot of work on the liver, on the kidneys. And there are like more passive detoxes to go about. So diatomaceous earth for sure, but for me, not in big quantities. For you, could be. It's an amazing product. It's basically silica. Yeah, our bodies are depleted in silica. It's an amazing product. So I will post a group in the description box that you can definitely look into. You want to get food grade diatomaceous earth. So very important, the food grade. I'm also on bentonite clay. Another clay that is really amazing. So bentonite clay and activated charcoal that are good binders. So when you're detoxing, when you're killing off parasites, you're kind of recirculating all these things in your system. And at some points, this is what can make it rough. So to help you out with the process, you can definitely take things like bentonite clay, activated charcoal to go and mop up all that stuff and help your body to get it out. So I like to add bentonite clay every day to help myself with that. What else? I'm on MSM, also MSM. So it's sulfur, it's a plant sulfur. Check it out. I have good links to a good MSM that I have found. So it's kind of, if you go and type like on Google or DuckDuckGo, whatever, gold standard MSM is an amazing product. Then again, I found that when I was on it too often, I now sometimes take it in the morning, like half a teaspoon, not every day. When I was on it every day, I was getting kind of dizzy spells or like feeling lightheaded. And I found that when I reduced that, it got better. So yeah, it's an amazing product, but for me in very low dosages. MSM, I have started taking Shilajit. So Shilajit is a mix of fulvic and humic acids. It's really amazing for detoxing. It is full of minerals for your body. So definitely check that out. Shilajit is very, very amazing. And yeah, that is basically what I am on right now in terms of those products. Yeah, pretty much sums it up. But so I want to end with my game changer. So I had been doing these things like since August, and I found it pretty rough until this amazing soul reached out to me on internet and introduced me to the Root brand. I will leave a link down in the description box. So you do need the referral code to go and check it out to be able to order. So I'm going to leave that there for you guys. I can make another video on all those products. All in all, I started with the Clean Slate. And you want to go low and slow. So I started with the Clean Slate. I upped my dosage a bit. I had to start very, very low. So what Clean Slate is it's zeolites. Well, it's not really zeolites. So the process starts with the clinoptilolite, the zeolites, and it ends with another product. So where most zeolites end, Clean Slate starts and goes from there. It's embedded with trace minerals and vitamin C. So you have that catatonic exchange with your cells. So you're taking out the gunk in your cells, in your body, basically everywhere where blood circulates, it will go, crosses the blood-brain barrier. It will get out the stuff in your cells and it will put in the vitamin C. It will exchange with the vitamin C and the trace minerals. Really powerful, amazing stuff. Like, we've been blessed with this product. I'm serious. If you guys are not on Clean Slate, you need to try it out. I swear. There are so many testimonials out there, just so many. If you want to look it up, I'm going to share a group down below in the description box that they have amazing videos on all like Root products. If you want more info, you can definitely check them out on YouTube as well. So Root brand on YouTube. And yeah, so Clean Slate. And I ended up adding on the Restore. If you have gut issues, get on the Restore. I don't have to say more. Go look into it. It is amazing stuff 5 ingredients, emulsified in a way for it to be bioavailable for your system, and it will help you restore your gut flora, basically, in an amazing way. I was on these products for a month and a half, and I passed 4 kinds of different parasites. I passed mucus, I passed candida, I passed biofilm, I passed mucoid plaque. It was incredible to see this stuff come out of my body. And what was even more, I don't know, it was even more gratifying to see that I had found my way of getting, I wasn't like, it wasn't just in my head. I went and passed tests, and there's doctors that told me that it was in my head, that it was stress, that I needed to get on antidepressants. Thank God I never listened. I mean, just to think that I saw all these parasites, but it was in my head, right? It was in my head. Yeah, sure. So luckily I didn't listen. So you got your clean slate, your restore, and you got the zero in. That forms the Trinity, they call. So they have packs that they sell these 3 products, and the zero in is this beautiful magic pill. It is an adaptogen. It's so it works on the neurotransmitters in your gut. It's kind of like it's giving your gut this recipe, because your neurotransmitters are probably damaged, and they're not doing well in your gut when you're sick. And so what you're doing with this zero in is you're giving the recipe to your body, and then your body receives it and says, I know what to do with this. I got to produce dopamine and serotonin. So then it starts the process. You start creating this beautiful serotonin, dopamine. You feel good, you feel focused, and it is really that, like, you will be focused no matter what task you're doing. You will be in that task, like you will be productive and in that. And the thing is that it's an adaptogenic. So some people have been taking it before going to bed. And if your focus and your intention is to sleep, then you will sleep, and you will have the best sleep ever. Like, it's just this multitasking, I mean, I came from a place from being barely able to friggin' pass the vacuum cleaner, to now I'm like busy more, like from morning to night, and multitasking. And yeah, like it's a pretty amazing product. But I mean, the Trinity altogether is like, I'd say go for the Trinity. There's other stuff on the side that I've also tried. So they have the Relive Greens, and they have the natural barrier support that's for your immune system. So there's zinc, vitamin C, and there is, I am going to forget it, zinc, vitamin C, and vitamin D. And then your Relive Greens, that's probiotics and prebiotics all in one. So your prebiotics are feeding the probiotics. They're helping out to restore like a good flora in your gut. They're nourishing the cells. You have so much good stuff to nourish the cell. They are unlike any greens that are on the market. And I was into greens before, and this is next level greens. Like, yeah. If you're able to try out all the products, good. I know it can be pretty expensive, but it is well worth it. Like, you will get your health back. I actually have started working again. I had not worked in about 2 years, and I'm working again thanks to getting healthy. So that pretty much sums it up. It's like the root products. I can get into more detail on them if you guys want. I will leave the link down in the description box for that group that has a lot of info. You guys will have to put in, I think, my name to get in the group. If they haven't changed that, I think I'll have to give the person that referred you to the group. And you can just go in the search bar, search whatever you want. And I can also tag you guys in the group on some good information on where to get started. But basically, yeah, that was my game changer. And what has changed is that my gut is 90% better now. I actually have moments, like more and more moments, that there's nothing happening in my gut. There's no action. I don't feel anything anymore. I don't have any more gas. I used to have gas like crazy. I don't have that anymore. I have energy most days. I mean, my SPM still is not completely up there. It's getting there, but I have energy most days. My circadian rhythm is just top notch now. I can go to bed at night. I can get up early in the morning. I can sleep like 7 hours, whereas before I had to sleep a minimum of 9. I sleep 7, I get up, I'm top shape. I'm anxious to have projects. I'm like thriving. I want projects. I want stuff to do. I want to get the message out. I want to help people. Built my website not long ago. I mean, I got my life back. I have joint pains that went away that I was starting to have. And that kind of, it goes together. So the gut problems and the joint problems are pretty related. Started getting that too. Those are gone. I have new little hairs growing in. I don't know if you guys can see this. This is all brand new little hairs here. My skin is looking so good. I started having skin started looking older when I got sick. I'm 31 years old and my skin was starting to get really older and my skin is glowing now. Energy levels out the roof, gut is healing. And yeah, so I'm here to share all of this with you guys because I know how hard it can be. I mean, I come from a really low place, and to get my life back like this, I could not share what worked for me. So hopefully you will find what works for you. I think it's a very intuitive process. I think it's important that you listen to your intuition, and if things speak to you, good. If things don't, good. I think it's just important that you listen to yourself. Just know that it's not the end. No matter how bad you feel right now, there are solutions. Although modern medicine has failed us, we have people coming forward with this beautiful knowledge, and they're here to help the public. There are plenty of natural things that are out there for us to help us heal, to get our life back, to get our health back, and to get our power back. And I think the planetary healing that we're looking at right now is the first step to the new world that we want to birth. And it's my pleasure to share it with you guys. If you have any assistance at all, feel free to comment. I will try to get back to you as soon as I can. But yeah, so basically that's it. I will leave many links in the description box. Feel free to look at them. I will also leave my website. If you guys feel called to a healing of, a healing online, feel free to reach out. And yeah, any questions, feel free. So sending you guys big virtual hugs. Continue taking care of your body. You guys got this.